Alrighty, on this episode, we're going to go ahead and talk about how to use your camera as a webcam. And of course, this is your main man, Raph from B&C Camera. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, if you don't have a webcam in your arsenal, you can easily use a mirrorless camera or a DSLR. Many people are having a hard time finding so many items. One of these items is a webcam. Instead of worrying about not finding a webcam at a reasonable price, you can get creative and look more professional using your mirrorless camera or a DSLR camera instead. But wait a minute, you're probably wondering to yourself if your camera will work. You gotta make sure your camera will work before diving into an equipment checklist. If your camera can't do the following, you might need to consider making a new purchase. First off, you'll want to make sure it will be recognized by a capture device like the ATOMOS Connect 4K HDMI to USB capture. You can look online for other sources if yours isn't supported. Second, you're going to want to be able to turn off the auto shutdown features for your camera. And bullet point number 3, go through your settings to shut off focus boxes, on-screen display details, or any other visual distractions. Alrighty, let's go over the equipment checklist. First up is the camera, obviously. You will need a camera before starting anything. Whatever you do use, ensure it has an HDMI port. Check out some of our popular cameras if you're in the market for a new one. Next up is lenses. When using a camera, you'll want to switch to the default lens to zoom. That'll be anywhere from 18mm to 24mm ranges. On top of switching out the lenses, you want something that'll allow you to manually focus. The next one, which is an essential one, is your capture device. As we had mentioned, using a capture device like the ATOMOS Connect 4K HDMI to USB capture is going to be mandatory. This little gizmo is a dongle which will convert the video signal into something your computer or laptop can recognize. Once you have that, just make sure you have an HDMI cable that's of adequate length in terms of where you'll be placing your camera. As they always say, the quality of your video will also hinder on its audio, so make sure you have a solid microphone system. Although most current model cameras and camcorders have built-in microphones, it is wise to purchase an external microphone for better audio. Make sure your camera system is sitting on a solid foundation with a tripod. Whatever you do, don't rely on a stack of books to hold up your camera. This is one thing you don't want to miss. Be sure to invest your money in a tripod to hold your camera up steadily. External lighting, which is of course optional. The best case scenario is that you're recording in a naturally well-lit room. However, that isn't always the case. If this isn't your scenario, you want to put some money towards lighting. Basic starter kit lights or even a ring light should be able to brighten everything up. I wouldn't suggest turning on a ceiling light. These lights usually have bulbs with yellow tint. Another optional thing is an extra battery. Just in case you exceed your camera's power, having a backup battery will help you. You wouldn't want to scramble for an AC adapter or wait to have your battery charged. Consider continuous power that involves a dummy battery and a power relay that pulls from either a wall or power brick. Tether Tools is one company that provides great options for that. Alrighty, here's the moment you guys have been waiting for. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to use your camera as a webcam. Step 1. Capture device installation. Connect your camera to your computer with a USB. If you opt out to use an external capture card, open up your computer and select the PCIe. Step 2. Camera setups. Once your capture device is installed, do the following. Fully charge your camera. Attach the adequate lens. Connect your external microphone. Go to your settings and select movie or video mode. Once that's all set, your camera is ready to rock and roll. Step 3. Camera connection. You can either A. use a micro mini HDMI port to connect your camera to an HDMI cable, then plug the other end into the capture device, or B. use a specialty HDMI cable that will allow you to connect straight into your capture device. Once you're connected, you need to make sure your camera is mounted on a tripod. Your tripod will prevent uneven surfaces and keep your camera steady. Step 4. Open the capture device software. Whichever capture device you use should come with downloadable instructions. If not, you can effortlessly search for instruction manuals on Google. Using a device-specific instruction manual will help you the best when connecting. After the capture device software has been installed, open it. Once opened, you should see a video feed picked up from your camera onto your computer. If you choose to manually focus, now's the time to do it. Step 5. Set your camera appropriately. Remember, your capture device will grab whatever your display screen is showing. Because of this, you want to make sure any information displayed is hidden. Your display button will give you different preset views, and this option should give you a clear screen. When it comes to the menu button, these settings should show up during the movie or video modes. For output resolution, you want 720p on the minimum, 1080p for standard, and 4K for the max. For frames per second, you'd want 24, 30, or 60 frames per second if you really want that buttery smooth video. Step 6. Chat software. If you plan on using this for video chat, you can now connect to Skype, Hangouts, Zoom, Discord, or more. Go to your settings and locate the audio and video sections. Once there, you should be able to configure everything. For audio, you want to make sure the audio is connected to the desired microphone, headset, or earbuds. Output. This should stay on the system's default. Internet connection, turn on to HD, 720p, or more. And in terms of video input, this should be reflected by the name of your capture device. And last 2 bits of pro tips, one being connection issues and manual settings. When it comes to connection issues, there are times your capture software will have a hard time locating your camera. If so, try a different cable or adapter. When it comes to manual settings will always be your best bet for best quality. You can have complete control of your ISO, focus, and aperture for the crispiest images. And that's pretty much a wrap on all you need to know on how to turn your camera into a high-end webcam. I tend to use my Canon EOS R6 on my computer for conference calls to being able to show myself and my facial reactions when I play video games on Twitch. Just keep in mind also that some camera brands do have utility software that will allow you to plug in and receive video signal from a USB. So be sure to do the research and homework. It could save you a couple of bucks. Lastly, you can even utilize a video source to a powerful production program like OBS to really add more polish and flair to your production work, which I'll get around to at some point in another video. So be sure to subscribe to catch that one. Hope you guys found the video insightful. You know what to do. Please hit that like button if you found the video helpful. Subscribe to learn more in the photo video production realm, and we'll catch you on the next one. Raf from BNC Camera, peace out.